Word Sports Podcast. You already know what it is. You already know what time it is. It's your boy Manny,
Sure, man, Sean.
and we want to welcome you on a Monday, right? Bright and early, right? The first week, starting off the week on the show. We got a lot of topics to tend to. A lot of things have been happening this past weekend. So, like always, we got to tackle it on and see what's going on. So, what's the word on today, Sean?
I mean, for like the past month or two, the first thing we've been talking about is NBA playoffs. Basketball is over. The finals just wrapped up. So, how do you feel about the results?
Um, Shocked but not shocked. You know, heading to Game 5, I thought San Antonio was in a position to, win and take over and force a Game 6 to go back to Madison Square Garden. But you know, the Spurs did like what they always did in during the series, make errors and made mistakes. And they saw it, took advantage of it, and said, "Hey, let's close it out right now." And they did it. And first of all, congratulations to the New York Knicks on winning the NBA championship the first time in 53 years in their franchise. Congratulations to them. Well deserved, hell of a run. They had a playoff run. But yeah, man, I really expected that this was, well, not expected, well, I kind of anticipated that it would have went to the Game 6 and we would have had a Game 6 in Madison Square Garden. I think that would have been a beauty to, have a Game 6 in Madison Square Garden, win the title in there in New York. Uh, but they found a way to say, hey, let's take it now and in San Antonio in Game 5, and they did it in Game 5. And um, at the same time, you shocked, but you're not shocked. It's been like this whole entire series. The Spurs been up 15, 20, 25 points, and somehow, some way, loses the lead and make the Knicks come back. This is the third time in this series that it happened, and you know, if you're playing like that, you don't deserve to win. That's just the bottom line. You just don't deserve to win. And hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming on. Uh, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. And so yeah, as a result, yeah, the Knicks were the better team. They wanted it more. They fought for it, and yeah, I guess that's the result that we saw yesterday as well. Well, the other day.
hmm See, the thing you said was you wasn't surprised. I was surprised. I had the
Well, surprise, not
Spurs.
surprise. It was combined both half
I
and
had
half.
no. I mean, yeah, going going into the series though, I had the Spurs winning this.
Well,
So
you did,
going into this, I had the Spurs winning, beating the Knicks. But as time went on, I mean, it was clear that the Knicks was going to win. Now, I did think that it was going to go to Game 6 because I didn't think that the Spurs was going to lose at home again. But
you're
the
right, you did.
Spurs, yeah, the Spurs lost every game at home. So, like I said, the Spurs should be embarrassed. Lost every single game at home, every
Every
single
single
game, and they
boy.
lost it in a fashion where all these games they probably should have won. They probably
For
should
real.
have won. I mean, between like you said, the errors, um, just them playing with a lead is like they couldn't do it. They couldn't
Yeah,
hold their lead. It's like they just stopped playing. They stopped trying. The main person that you really got to look at, if I'm a Spurs fan, is De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, what was you doing? What have you done the whole series? Like I said, I understand that you came back from injury, but you shouldn't have been on the court. You should have stayed home if you was gonna play like that. There's no reason why you should have been on the court. too many mistakes. It's just like De'Aaron Fox. Do you know how to play basketball anymore? Because at the end of the day, Dylan Harper was playing way better than him. Dylan Harper, a rookie, was carrying that Spurs team. Stephen Castle didn't show up that last game. Wemby, he didn't show up that last game.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Get a second.
Brother.
I'm gonna follow the guy. I'm not a LeBron fan. Just let y'all know. Just let you know, bro. I just got the jersey and somebody gave it to me, so I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. So yeah. So yeah. So I'm let that the record straight. Go ahead. But go ahead, continue, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah, he not a Bron fan. I don't know why you got that jersey on.
I I
I,
got very good jerseys.
he a LeBron hater. He a LeBron hater for sure.
Yeah, I hate LeBron. But
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead. But go ahead, bro.
yeah, but yeah, Darren Fox, he gotta go. And the sad part is he has that contract. So unfortunately, he's probably not gonna be done. But what the Knicks were able to do, I mean, being undefeated for like 2 months in the playoffs, and then beating the Spurs the way they beat them, that Knicks team was nothing to be played with. So
Yeah,
congratulations to the Knicks. I mean, they play good games. They play good basketball every single time. So
do.
at the end of the day, it's like they wanted it more. They deserved it. They definitely
Yeah,
deserved it. Especially like I said, comeback wins, capitalizing on the Spurs mistakes. They did that as the Knicks team. And as much as it would have been beautiful for them to win it at home, I think it didn't matter whether they won it at home or not. New York
yeah,
City went crazy.
yeah, for real. They definitely went crazy. First of all, I want to shout out to my guy, that was talking. My man, he's from India. That's what I'm talking about, bro. We appreciate you, bro. Tuning in and streaming with us on this show all the way from India, man. And we appreciate that. LeBron wears a wig. I think I'm cracking up. Maybe. I don't know. I won't put it past him. I say that. But ain't nothing surprised me with LeBron. But yeah though, yeah, you're right. Everything that you said was right on the money, man. What you said, I heard every single word. Yeah, make sure y'all on live. Make sure y'all subscribe to our channel as well. Put a like on it. We want to get those likes up and share it as well. Share the live to you as well. Share the show too. But um, but yeah, though, yeah, everything that you said, bro, was right on the money. And I think when it comes down to it, the Spurs just were too young. They were not ready to you know, to put up to the challenge of what the Knicks was doing. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, it was just bad all around. And that actually leads up to my next question: is that now what does this championship run mean for the Spurs? This run that they made, which everybody thought that I didn't pick the Spurs to even go to the finals. So like, what do you think that this run actually means for the Spurs? Now they've made this, run.
Um, it means that the Spurs have a lot of work to get done. I mean, you've talked about how you felt like the Knicks didn't really have that much of a chance to get back, and how the Spurs is such a young team, so they probably got a lot of chances to make it back to the finals. But
Yeah,
after this performance, I mean, yeah, they still do because they have Wimby, but I don't know how many chances they had to make it to the finals after that performance. I mean, you look at that team. I mean, like I told you last episode, it was so many players that was hurt. Luca was hurt. Tyrese Halliburton was hurt. People coming back, and the West always makes a lot of moves. That's the one thing about the West. You never know who's gonna make a move in the West. They always make moves. So it's gonna be a lot of pieces moving around in the West, and I don't think the West is gonna get any easier. So after losing the way they lost, you didn't win one game at home. You look at coaching, you look at coaching and be like, dang, like y'all coached bad. Y'all coached games where y'all let this Knicks team come back multiple times. Y'all let them come back multiple times. So it's like you look at coaching and be like, y'all need to be better. The players. I had seen a post from like Wimby. I mean, not from Wimby, from Draymond. Draymond called out Wimby because they didn't shake nobody they hand at the end of the game. They just walked off the court.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the day, whether you win or lose, you got to show sportsmanship. Spurs didn't do that, so I think that's going to come back to haunt them. The whole team, only one person on that team went to go shake everybody in. Shows a young team, shows an immature team, shows a team that's not ready. And they're not ready. They're not ready to play on that big stage, and we seen it. They choked. They choked, brother. Do we play professionally? I don't play professionally, brother. I don't
No,
play
we
professionally.
no, we play for fun though.
But yeah, it's just it's. I don't think this Spurs team is gonna go back as many times as many people thought initially. I think initially a lot of people thought the Spurs was gonna win. A lot of people thought that this Spurs team was gonna make it to the finals. A lot of times because of Wimby, I don't think so. I don't think so. And yes, Wimby will get better with time and Castle, but I don't think that they're going to make it to the finals as many times as I initially thought. I think that they're going to have to work very hard to get back to that position.
Well, I mean, I understand that position. You know, I get what you're coming from. I feel like that this championship run was definitely nothing but a disappointment for the San Antonio Spurs. The lack of effort, the lack of drive, the lack of willingness, and the lack of will to keep going and put yourself in a position to actually win the series. They literally had three opportunities to have three games under their belt, and they pissed it all three of them chances away. Um, I think they need to really reconsider of trying to find a way to let go of what's his name, Darren Fox. There's no way that you're paying this guy uh, a a contract like that and a performance like that um, was displayed. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. If I'm one of the GMs of the San Antonio Spurs, I'm finding a way to get him out of there. Seriously. And I might have to take some money or something like that, but it is what it is because that right there already showed me that I can't trust the Aaron Fox. And I can't trust them in moments. I can't trust them in big moments. You know, and it's just sad. And it's crazy because I thought De'Aaron Fox was one of those guys that would be like, oh man, he could be a force to be working with. You know what I mean? But he completely choked. And I'm not gonna say that the Spurs don't have a chance to go back. I think I ain't gonna lie. I think that this run was, even though it was a bad ending to their run, but it was also an encouraging one because no matter what happens, bro, um, Victor ain't going nowhere. And I just hope that the Spurs will actually look and dialogue their team to see what is actually the missing piece or what is the problem so they can fix and build a team around Victor Wembanyama. Now we already seen that they have a couple, pieces that can go to war with him, like Harper and Champagne, and you know what I mean, just to name a few. Um, but I'm saying like if you can find people, some players in free agency, or heck, do he get traded, whatever case may be, and become and just build around Victor Wembanyama. I do think that they can be non they can still be a dangerous team. You know what I mean? Do I think that they're gonna have multiple times in the championship round? Possibly, possibly. But like you said before, the West is only getting stronger. Luca's coming back. Uh, the Wolves is coming back. Denver's coming back. You know what I mean? All these guys are coming back. Houston coming back. And you know what I mean? Yeah, it's too much um too much competition in the West. And so I understand what you're talking about. about that it's going to be very hard for them, but they all will always have a shot because they have Victor Wembanyama. But the question is, can he uh, bring them back, and can he stay healthy? And so, you know what I mean, for them to
See,
even get a shot.
I agree with their statement that they always got a shot because of they got Wembanyama. But the
Yeah,
thing is, we when watching the game, we always talk about blueprints, and I feel like the Knicks just showed the blueprint as to how to stop Wembanyama in a 4 game stretch. I think Wembanyama will always be dominant when we talk about regular season, but the Knicks showed the Knicks stopped Wembanyama from really going off this whole series. You feel me? So it's like Wembanyama is gonna have to get better, and like you said, he's gonna have to get more pieces. They're gonna have to get more pieces, so you don't have to rely solely on Victor Wembanyama. But if they don't do that, brother, and they just expect Wembanyama to just carry this team over the mountain with only Castle and Harper, I think a lot of teams are gonna look at that blueprint that the Knicks did, and
Kemba do the
they,
same thing.
they're gonna follow it, you know. So,
Yeah, do the same thing.
and
But
we I was gonna say you said De'Aaron Fox got to go because of the performance, which I also agree with, like I said. But then you got to also look at coaching because coaching they put him in that game over Harper multiple times when Harper was playing offensively better than De'Aaron Fox. They kept Fox in and they took Harper out. So gotta look at coaching too. I know he a new coach, but you gotta look at him now too.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, when if I'm talking about the San Antonio Spurs, I'm looking at everything in all cylinders from the top down. You know, literally from the top down, and trying to figure out how to improve this team because it's already like you said that the Knicks already kind of showed the blueprint on how to slow down Victor Wembanyama, and so it's like yeah, of course Victor gonna have to improve his game, but also they have to build a team that they can you know build around Victor so he can find ways to in different ways to be dominant. You know what
Mhm.
I mean, and not be exposed. And it all starts from the GMs up top, the basketball operations. If they were really watching and pay attention to this series, they know what needs to be addressed. And so, do I have the confidence that they will? Um, I don't know, but I think they should because it's you have a generational player in the palm of your hands, and you know what I mean. And you got to do whatever it takes to make sure that you build around that generational talent, so you can get to what the promised land that you want as a championship. And so sometimes it might somebody might have to take a sacrifice, somebody might have to take a pay cut. You know what I mean? Jalen Brunson did it. He turned down $113 million last year or the year before last to make sure that his team was intact because he believed that his team could have won the title. And look what happened. You know what I'm saying? And so, uh, yeah, some changes got to be made. Some things need to be addressed. They really need to consider it and really think about it because the West is only going to get stronger. And so, you know, they need to be on high alert with that as well. So, yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying
Yeah.
for sure. Well, that's also, leads to, we still staying at the topic of, the NBA and stuff like that. But this is a question that everybody's been talking about, and we was talking about, but you said no. No, I just got to revisit it now. Now, since it actually happened,
Okay.
right? Do you think Jalen Brunson is the greatest Nick of all time? Now, at
Yeah, I do. I mean, I didn't like I said before I was on the opposite side. I said no, but
the,
I can admit to my wrongs. I mean, the performance that he did in the playoffs, it was multiple games where he went off, and that Spurs team just couldn't stop him.
at all.
Jalen Brunson was unstoppable this whole playoff series. The whole playoff series he's been unstoppable. The whole season he's been unstoppable. I mean. What Jalen Brunson did this year was just special. I mean, it's a special year. You can't really take anything against him. He had a special year, and I mean, he finished it the right way. Finished it putting up what 45 in that last game.
Yeah,
He's the only Knicks player to ever put up 40 plus points in a playoff I think in the playoff game,
yeah,
final playoff game. So you got to give him his respect. I mean, I respect that. I didn't expect him to go crazy like this. So yeah, I will make him. I would say that he's the best Nick ever. I mean, not too many Knicks got championships. So a lot of people didn't get championships. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I tell you on the last time that we was on, I said I said if Jalen Brunson go off and he wins MVP and he wins the championship, he's the greatest Nick of all time. Um, it just solidified that. You talking about a guy, Jalen Brunson, who I believe that is a superstar, but I'm not even gonna lie, I feel like that Jalen Brunson was in my eyes, I felt like that he was caught up with, I guess, the curse of the New York Knicks, and so I feel like that he wasn't able to want to pass. You know what I mean? That you know what I mean? That go over the hump basically. You know, and take them to the team, and take the Knicks to the championship, let alone win it. You talking about a guy, Jalen Brunson, who is kind of short, kind of small, crafty. Um, um, he comes with the mentality of always finding a way, and he reminds me of another guy that always wins, Jalen Hurts, which is that's a football favorite team, with the Philadelphia Eagles, and him, Jalen Brunson. I mean, the way that he did this playoff run was just absolutely sensational. 45 points. I already knew he was going to get MVP, whether he was going to drop 45 or not. And so, um, yeah, like, got the team the first championship. Um, I mean, you couldn't write a better story about Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? The fact, he started all the way up to the Mavericks, paired up with Luca. Um, they thought they was able to let Jalen Brunson go because they thought that Luca was enough to, I guess, capture a championship. We all thought that Luca was going to be the guy that was going to win a championship before he was Jalen Brunson. Turns out Brunson won a championship before Luca, and so like, um, it's I don't know. I just Jalen Brunson's story is very, very phenomenal. It's very, very phenomenal. Um, you know, I think he was one of those guys that was like, um, people didn't really view him as like the guy or as the man. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
of the way the size and all that type of stuff. And so like, and the fact that he went out there and proved it, and showing time and time again of who he cemented his legacy to New York forever.
yeah. And I was
Forever.
going to even say the fact that he even took that pay cut. As
Yeah,
big of a star that he was, he took that pay cut. A lot of stars don't do that. He took that pay cut and it ended up with them getting a finals championship. So it's all of that, like you said, his story, all of that plays a part in why I changed my mind and said he's the greatest Nick ever. Before I was going off of the standpoint of just his accolades, but
uh-huh.
I feel like now I'm leaning more towards his story and what he means to the city of New York, rather than just hit the accolades that he had in New York. So once you really start leaning into his story and how people didn't believe in him, besides probably the people in New York, and then his story about how everything he changed the whole team, basically changed Jalen Brunson changed that whole team because all
Yeah,
those players that they brung is because of Jalen Brunson. All those Villanova guys, that team he won that them college championships with, is they came to New York because of Jalen Brunson. So
yeah,
Jalen Brunson really brung a championship to New York, not just from his play, but from everything, from him bringing his teammates in. Got his dad. I don't know if his dad was on the team before or after him already. I don't know about that one, but
he was
dad,
after.
head coaching. I mean, yeah, greatest Nick all time.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he definitely stamped that approval. Uh, yeah, but what you guys think about Jalen Brunson? Do you think after what he has done, do you think that he's the greatest Nick of all time, or you still think that or he's not? Let us know how you feel. Send down your comments down below. Make sure you get a part of it and get in tune to every single conversation we discuss and every single topic. And that being said, we're gonna move on to the NFL.
Hmm.
Uh, the NFL, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, he recently went to a Kansas City facility helping the fans and everything like that, or signing autographs and stuff. And a fan asked him, he said, "Are you coming back?" And he said, "Yes, you're gonna see me soon." Um, does that get any by I guess Tyreek Hill with his statement with the fan that he approached? If there's no the possibility of him returning, what's your thoughts about that, and how would his presence will impact the AFC if he does go back to the Kansas City Chiefs?
I mean, I've been seeing since Tariq was saying he wanted out that he should have went back to the Chiefs. I mean, it only makes sense. Now, as far as impact, I don't know. I don't know what Tyreek Hill's impact is anymore because that injury that he had was it was crucial. And I mean,
Yeah.
he am I not mistaken? He broke his leg, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mhm. Yeah.
Broke his leg. So we don't know how he's gonna return, how he's gonna I mean, we assume that he'll still have that speed, but we don't know how he's gonna return to the game. Honestly. We haven't seen any I don't think we've seen any like clips of him running at all. So
I think, you know,
what'd
I've
you
seen a
say?
few. I've seen a few. Look like he never stopped Mr. Beat. So,
I'm talking about with pads on. Again,
uh,
against
no, I didn't see that
we
part. But
we haven't seen that. I mean, I think just the presence of having Tyreek Hill on the field with people like Kenneth Walker and Travis Kelsey, Isaiah Likely. I mean, not Isaiah Likely, Isaiah. What's the fast guy they got? I forgot his name now. Can't think of it.
you talking about I know what you're talking about that guy.
I can't think of his name, but
Wow. Yeah.
my point is they got a lot of weapons that I think that him being on the field could benefit them for sure. So Tyreek Hill should go back to a Chiefs team that could really use him, especially when they got Rasheed Rice. I mean, it's
Come
a
on,
lot
Xavier
of
Worthy. Xavier
you said
Worthy.
what?
Come
Yeah,
on, Xavier.
Worthy,
Yeah, that's his
Worthy.
name.
We got Worthy. There's a lot of pieces that they had that they didn't have when he was there. I feel like they
Right.
got a lot of better pieces that he didn't get to play with. So I think he should go back for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, to you, man. He should not left in the first place. Um, that was my opinion. Well, when he left and went to the Miami Dolphins, I was literally in a state of shock. I'm like, bro, why are you leaving a once in a lifetime time quarterback, and you had a chance to get two more rings and go to a team that basically didn't have a quarterback, didn't have no leg standing still, and was a pathetic franchise to begin with. I didn't understand it. I didn't know, but I guess he did what he did. Um, the cheetah, the cheetah is 32 years old. Um, do I believe that he is the same guy that he was before? No. Do I believe that injury did change him in a way? Yeah. Do I believe that he can be still a threat in any team? Yeah. If we stay healthy, yeah. Um, do I feel like that he impact the AFC? The AFC. Yeah, because at the end of the day, he's Tyreek Hill. I mean, you gotta look at their wide receiver core right now. They got I mean, well, let's run down the squad that the Kansas City Chiefs got now. They just extended. Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes is coming with motivation already after torn his ACL. Uh, they got the Super Bowl MVP in Kenneth Walker the third. They re-signed Travis Kelsey for I think 3 year deal, so he's coming back refreshed, rejuvenated. Um, you got you got Xavier Worthy, that's already a proven wide receiver. You got Rasheed Rice, uh, Traquan Thornton. And you add Tyreek Hill to the mix. That's just another weapon for Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? That's just another weapon for Patrick Mahomes. I think that it'll completely spread the depth, the field out. No doubt about it. You got two wideouts in Worthy and Hill, um, that can their speed. It just speaks for itself. Um, Do I believe that he can be back to where he was? Were no, but at the same time, if we haven't really seen Hill be in action, but if we see him in action a little bit, um, if he can be just that little spicy that he once was, um, I think that's more than enough for Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like for example, like Odell Beckham Jr. Odell went to the Giants, signed with the Giants. Do we expect Odell to be like what he was in the prime, throwing that ball like this, all crazy and stuff? No, but he can make an impact. He can make the veteran impact and presence. I believe that Tyreek Hill can make that veteran impact. Excuse me. I believe that Tyreek Hill can make that veteran impact presence around that squad, especially with Xavier Worthy, who is the next man up in line. I mean, to take over, to be the number one wideout. So I don't see nothing wrong with him going back to the Chiefs, and he possibly can get another ring. You know what I mean? And if anything, the Chiefs need to get as much pieces as they possibly can, because after the AFC made all their moves, you know, and making all their changes. You know what I mean, with Denver and New England and all them guys. Um, you gotta load up. You gotta get what you can get. And so, but yeah, though, I mean, I hope that Tyree go back to Kansas City. I feel like he should have never left. But I don't expect him to be what he was. But it's good to have to have that weapon and also that veteran presence, and I think that'll make that offense a little bit stronger.
See, I kind of disagree that I think he can't be him coming back to the Chiefs. He can't have that same role that Odell has coming back to the Giants. Oh, we don't expect the Giants to win a championship. You know what I mean? So
I
Odell,
expect
you feel, I know. I'm saying though, Odell can go to the Giants and make plays here and there. If Tyreek goes to the Chiefs, Tyreek needs to be able to make plays consistently. He is not no small slither of what he was, because at the end of the day, there will be questions about Patrick Mahomes because he's coming off of an ACL injury. There will be questions about Travis Kelsey because Travis Kelsey has had multiple bad years. There will be questions about Rashid Rice because Rashid Rice seems to not be able to get out of legal trouble. And Xavier Worthy is not a proven receiver. He's not. He's not. He, Xavier Worthy has not touched 1,000 yards. Xavier Worthy has not had any has he hasn't had any crazy years. I mean, and that's just the truth. I mean, I feel like it would be good to have that mentorship from Tyreek Hill for Xavier Worthy. But Xavier Worthy is not sh- taking that next step yet. He hasn't taken that next step yet. I think Xavier Worthy is still as a good receiver, but he hasn't touched that receiver to be like, oh, he's going to be a number one, or he's going to be that guy. No, Xavier Worthy is a number two. He's a number two and is a clear number two. And you said Tyquan Thornton. Tyquan Thornton, if Tyreek is on, Tyquan Thornton won't touch the field. So I'm not gonna say too much about Tyquan. He really won't touch the field if Tyreek Hill was to come back.
Well,
But yeah,
well, okay. To piggyback on what you're saying with Xavier Worthy, you said he hasn't proven to be a wide receiver or a guy that
you said he's the next man up to be a wide receiver one. He is nowhere
he
near a wide
should,
receiver one.
he should be. I say he should be.
No, no, he should not be. He should not be.
Well, I say he should be because of the way that he got drafted and picked. You got drafted high pick, you should be that guy to be the top prospect and that guy, that wide receiver to be the man. You know what I mean? You
He got
should.
yeah, he got drafted. He got drafted to be Tyreek Hill, and he has not done anything Tyreek Hill like
Well,
at all.
I mean, you gotta also look at this. He just got in the league. That's number one. And number two, as far as I know, he's still in his rookie contract, right?
That don't
Am
mean
I
nothing,
correct?
brother. I'm
I,
last time I checked, Malik Neighbors just got into the league. It's a lot of rookies. It's a lot of young players who just got into the league and who's shown more than Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy has not shown much. Having 500, 600 yards is not showing much, especially when your number one receiver Rashid Rice wasn't playing throughout the season. Last year, Rashid Rice missed half of the season off of suspension, and Xavier Worthy did not step up to the plate.
when you look at it, I mean, they were going through a whole down year last year, bro. They literally lost their quarterback, bro.
Bro, I'm talking about with Patrick Mahomes. They didn't. Patrick Mahomes played at the beginning of the season. He didn't. It's not like Patrick Mahomes missed the whole year. Patrick Mahomes played, and Xavier Worthy did not do anything, brother. I'm sorry. I understand you want to have hope and faith in Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy is not a number one. He's a number two.
So who's number one?
Rasheed Rice, and that's clear.
I don't think
That's
Rasheed
clear.
Rice proven that he's
It's
the
clear as
number one.
day.
I know.
No, it's clear as day that
I
he's the
think,
number one.
I think he's the opposite. I
It's
think
not.
Worthy's the first. So
You can't
that's
even you
that's
can't even argue. It's clear as day. Rasheed Rice is the number one.
nah.
Yes, it's nothing you can argue, brother. It's clear as day. Look at the stats. It's clear as day. Rasheed Rice is the number one receiver on that team.
You can be obsessed all you want to, but the fact of the matter is that Xavier Worthy hasn't really been playing. And on top of that, the year after last, Xavier Worthy got hurt.
It don't matter, bro. Rasheed Rice is the number one. It don't matter.
I mean,
Xavier
I'm
Worthy.
not saying,
Do you,
I'm not saying
if you watch Chiefs games, bro, Xavier Worthy only touches the ball on deep shots and screens. The person who touches the ball mostly on any type of route is Rasheed Rice. Rasheed Rice is the person who gets the most separation, not Xavier Worthy. Come on, brother. You gotta put respect on Rasheed Rice's name.
I'm really respect on Rasheed Rice, but I'm just saying that I feel like he's just one of those. He's just one of the threats, one of the weapons. He ain't the
No,
weapon.
no, he's not one of the threats. He is he is the best player on that receivers.
I don't know.
He he he's the best one.
I feel like that. Well, probably is that shown it for the past couple there, but at the same time, I feel like that Worthy he can be that number one, and I believe that Tyreek Hill can help him out.
Hell no.
Okay,
Hell no. He ain't being on. He's not no number one. I don't care. I don't care who his quarterback is. He ain't no number one.
I believe he can. I believe he can. With the right
You gonna
people,
keep believing.
with the right people beside him, and then you have Tyreek Hill. I believe he can.
You'll keep believing for a long time. He ain't gonna be no number one. I tell you that. You'll believe for the until the end of his career. He won't be no number one. He's gonna be a number two for the rest of his career.
I don't think.
Guaranteed. Yeah, I
I don't.
guarantee it. There's no different than Miko Hardman. It's the same role Miko Hardman had. Fast guy that was right next to Tyreek Hill. He not Xavier Worthy is not no Jalen Waddle. He's not Tyreek Hill. That's not his game.
Rasheed Rice, he averaged 64.2 receiving yards a game in his career.
Yeah, you want also since you want to look at stats in his career. Um, his second year he got hurt. In his third year he missed half the season.
Yeah,
So you want to look at stats. His only full year he almost had 1,000 yards.
he almost had 1,000 yards. He
You
had
you realize Rasheed Rice missed half the season and almost had the same amount of yards as Xavier Worthy, who played the same played
571
the whole
yards.
year. Yes, and Xavier Worthy had 600,
That's more.
and he
Is
still
that correct? Is that more?
and
That gotta be more.
Rasheed Rice had 8 touchdowns in him.
Okay.
Come on, he played less games.
Okay.
Exactly, he played less games. He put up similar numbers to
Worthy
Xavier
was
Worthy
hurt.
in less.
Worthy
You
was
said
hurt
what?
too. Worthy was hurt too.
No, he wasn't. I didn't. He
No,
wasn't hurt.
not this past year. The following, the year after, before.
Okay, you talking about that year? I see Rasheed Rice was hurt that year too. I'm talking about the year that Xavier Worthy played the whole year and Rasheed Rice played half the year.
I feel like that Rasheed. I feel like that Xavier Worthy can't be that guy if we just get the opportunity.
He had the opportunity. He didn't execute.
I don't think he had enough.
He didn't execute.
I don't think he
He
had
had the opportunity to execute. Same way people try to call Smitty too skinny and all that. Xavier Worthy is just as skinny.
okay.
He's just as skinny. So the one thing that Xavier Worthy has is speed, and it has not translated to the game. It has not translated nothing crazy to the game. The way that you see Jalen Waddle all move fast and it translates. The way you see Tyreek Hill, it translates. You'll see times where Xavier Worthy is open, but Xavier Worthy is not. He's not on that deep threat level. He's not.
Mm.
He's not on that level yet of being a deep threat. He's a
Well,
fast guy.
not yet, not yet. But he will be. So
I'm not gonna say not yet or anything. I just say he's not on that level.
I guess we got to agree and disagree
Yeah, we
because
do.
you know what I mean. But let us know what y'all comments below. What y'all think about the possible return of Tyreek Hill and also the debate of who the wide receiver is better, or you know, Rasheed Rice or Xavier Worthy. Do you feel like they both can make impacts, uh, or you feel like one or the other is a little bit uh, declined than the other? Let us know what y'all think about that on that specific topic. But you know, we're gonna continue to talk about football. We're gonna continue to talk about football because we shall. And one of the topics that we're gonna discuss is Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs recently, a couple of days ago, just got cleared uh by any violation um after the NFL investigation. So the NFL gave him permission to sign anywhere he wants to go. And so that being said, um, where does where which place is his best fit for him, and or what team needs him more?
Um, we was already talking about the reunion of Tyree going back to the Chiefs. I'm gonna talk about the reunion of Stephon Diggs going back to the Bills. I think the Bills is the perfect team for him to go back to. Perfect team. I mean, Josh Allen is already an MVP caliber quarterback. Um, they made improvements in that receiving room. I mean, now they got DJ Moore. I think the combination of DJ Moore and Stephon Diggs could be a good one. Could definitely be a good one. I mean, DJ Moore is that is a speed guy. Stephon Diggs is more of a route runner. And then you still got Keon Coleman over there. Keon Coleman had a very he had a bad down season last year. So he's coming with a vengeance, or he at least he should be coming with a vengeance. So for Keon to have two veteran mentors in that room, I think that would be good for him as well. Make him want to step his game up. So I really think the Bills is the best team for him to go to. I really can't even think of too many teams for him to go to that don't have a loaded wide receiver room, or a receiver room that needs him, that could also win now. A lot of teams that might need him probably can't win now. Bills is a team that can win now and could also use another receiver in that room. So I think the Bills is the team for sure.
I feel you on that. Uh, I feel the same way too. I think the Bills are. I think it's the perfect um destination spot for him. I mean, you look at the history that he was with the Buffalo Bills, and it just makes sense. If he's That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, we don't know what Diggs is like what he wants at this point of his career. You know what I'm saying? But if he wants to win, the only team that I see that he could have an opportunity to win is Buffalo. Even though I mean I have kind of second, observations about Josh Allen, about him winning big moments, but that's another piece for another day. But in general, that's still a championship team, um, or should be a championship team. Should be a championship team. Uh, yeah, yeah. I think Buffalo is like the only team that I feel like that he can come on and he can't go back to New England. I think New England don't want him no more. Um,
They don't
uh,
need him.
they don't need him, man. So can't go back to Minnesota. Minnesota's already loaded. Um, uh, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, as I said, and at this point in his career, he wants to play for a championship. So you can only start looking at teams that can win a championship, and that's teams like the Bills, and the only other team I could think of is the Ravens.
He
That's the
could
only
go
other team
there,
I can think of that could use him.
but the better I'll say the better spot for him is Buffalo. Um,
Hmm.
but he can't go to the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens definitely improved the defense. I think the combination between him and Lamar will be real cool, real nice to see. I think that'll definitely be intriguing. Uh, but it just makes sense for him to go to Buffalo.
Hmm.
You know, yeah. So yeah, let us know what y'all feel about Stephon Diggs. Which is the best fit for Stephon Diggs? Um, and where do you think he's going to wind up going and sign to? Um, we were talking about Diggs. Um, we got to talk about this other guy that he faced in the Super Bowl, Kenneth Walker the third. Now it's been reported that he was a no-show in the ring ceremony. He said that he was going to be there, but he didn't show up. Um, your thoughts to that? Why he didn't show up, or why? You know what I mean? Why you think he wasn't a no-show?
What's up, Dre?
What's
I
going on,
mean,
dog?
like I was telling you before, I mean, Kenneth Walker was the Super Bowl MVP,
Right.
and you didn't pay the man. You didn't pay him. That's a slap in the face. You're the Super Bowl MVP and you don't get paid. Come on, you let him walk away. Why should he go to the ring ceremony? Maybe I think maybe he lost respect. Maybe I think he lost respect for the organization. Yeah, you could say. it's a moment that you might not ever have again. But at the end of the day, he's still getting the ring. At the end of the day, he still got to celebrate in the moment with his teammates. So I feel like it maybe we don't know what went down in that office when they was negotiating contracts. So
Right.
I think it was just stuff lost. I don't think it's nothing to do with the teammates. I think he still has love for his teammates, but if you a Super Bowl MVP, you supposed to get paid from that team, from your team.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to. Yeah, like my man Andre said, they think he had a lucky year, and he probably feels that they feel that. He probably can feel that. So like, and then that mean they had more faith in the backup running back, and you drafted his replacement in a
In
first
the
round.
draft.
You drafted a running back in the first round. So it's like you did all that. Why do I want to come back and celebrate with the organization that had no problem letting me walk away? Yeah, that's what I think. I think I'm not mad at him for doing it. I respect it. So you go ahead, brother.
I mean, I'm not mad at him or anything like that. I just think that it's just bad. It's a bad look. I mean, it make you scratch your head and wonder why he really didn't show up. You the Super Bowl MVP, excuse me. You the Super Bowl MVP. Why you didn't show up at the ring ceremony? Now, he probably mad because of what happened with the negotiations and how he felt that I guess that they didn't see a future with him in the future. You know what I mean? To be the guy moving forward. But that's at the end of the day, that's his business. That's football. It's business. You can't take that personally. Um, I think with Kenny, man, you know, some things you just gotta push stuff to the side. You know what I mean? I mean, you're not, when you go into the ring ceremony, you're not thinking about what's going on the business part of the side. You think about what you done for Seattle. You don't need to worry about what's going on with the higher ups or anything like that. You need to hang out with the people that you um with your brothers to win the championship. I think that he kind of missed the big picture. And I mean, at the end of the day, he's a grown man. He do what he want to do. If he wants to go there, go. If he doesn't, cool. But I feel like that it was definitely a kind of a bad scratch in the head. The fact that a Super Bowl MVP didn't show up. Uh, and then on top of all that, I already told you that when the season was over, bro, I said that they wasn't going to be able to afford him. You know how many people that was going willing to grab Kenneth Walker? I think they was going to try, but uh, you know, teams was going to want him. You the Super Bowl MVP. Who don't want the Super Bowl MVP? Feel me?
Yeah,
So,
but I was gonna say, how do you know that he just wasn't busy that day, bro?
I don't know, but I'm just
You
saying
know what
though,
I mean?
like, well, he said a
He
couple
was,
days ago before the ring ceremony he was going to be there, and then days later he didn't show up. So it was just
yeah,
kind of
maybe.
fishy because it was like, okay,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
said you was
Maybe
going
maybe
to come,
things
show
maybe
up.
something happened.
Maybe. And I'm not judging the man. You know what I mean? I'm not persecuting him or anything like that. I'm just saying that, he should have. It'll be good to have that moment with your teammates one last time. You're not gonna be able to see him no more. You know what I mean? You're in a different team. You're in a different, state. You know what I mean? You got a chance to be with them one last time to celebrate what you just accomplished. Uh, you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of guys, that was in the ring ceremonies and stuff like that. They wound up wanting to stay, but they couldn't because of the business. But they ain't stopping them from going to the ring ceremony. You know what I mean? I think the
You're
ring
right.
ceremony is like
None of them
a
was
lifetime.
MVP.
Uh,
None of them was MVP.
yeah, it don't matter. But
Were they? None of them was MVP. None of them was MVP. All these players you talking about that came back, none of them was MVP.
I mean,
It's a difference,
they
bro.
still, bro, they still champions. So I mean, like,
It's a difference, though, brother. Keelan Ringo was a champion. It don't matter, brother.
Don't nobody care about him.
I'm just saying, brother. Being a champion
How,
sometimes ain't
how
enough, brother.
how bad is
We
it
could, we
though?
could, we could, we could win a Super Bowl this year, brother, and Keely Ringo come back, brother. That don't mean nothing. Well, he go,
Bro,
we can let him go, let him go, and he come back to the ceremony. That don't mean nothing. It's a lot of people who come back.
gotta block that. But nah, but I don't know. I just yeah, it just this is yeah, it was just weird. It was very very weird. I don't know, but I mean you know, I guess you know I think he felt really cool with his decision, and you know who was us to judge it? So or try to change him to make him seem like he's wrong. So I hope that I guess that you know he got his ring and he felt you know good and satisfied and stuff like that and fulfilled. Um, and so yeah, let us know about what you feel about Kenneth Walker, not showing up to the ring ceremony. He was the Super Bowl MVP. Do you feel like that's a bad thing? Do you feel like that was a good thing, or do you feel like that was a small move or negative move or a good move, not so good move? Let us know. What do you feel about that? Send down your comments below. We want to hear from you. And we have one more topic to discuss, and it's been raving around the whole entire league uh, about a Max Crosby uh, trade, potential trade,
All
him
right, go
leaving.
Birds.
Ah,
I was responding to Dre. My man Dre said it's a passing league and people don't value running backs like they used to. They think running backs is plug and play, but Philly think different. Go Birds. Yes, sir. Go Birds. That's why we gonna stick
anybody,
ahead.
yeah, if anybody knows who gets overlooked in running backs, it's Saquon Barkley. But you know that pretty well. So yeah. So yeah, Max Crosby. Everybody's been talking about Max Crosby. It's been a headline story. Now we've been talking about that Miles Garrett was possibly was going to get traded. It did happen. AJ Brown was a guy that would possibly got traded. It happened, and Max Crosby was also a part of that. The first time it did not work. He failed the physical and stuff like that to go with the Baltimore Ravens. But now, according to sources, that they are definitely in the talks of teams to move him because they are in a different direction moving forward. So, yeah, man. So after you hear about this, for potential trade, which team do you feel like is the best fit for Max Crosby?
Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles is the best team. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how it's gonna happen. I really don't know how it's gonna happen. But when it comes to Max Crosby, I can only see him in green. That's the only other team. I feel like this. The Ravens was in talks for Max Crosby at one point. They tried and they failed. What did they do? They ended up getting Hendrickson. Okay, so now the Ravens is out. Then the Rams was in conversation. The Rams was in conversation for getting Max Crosby. They didn't get him. Who they get? Miles
Yeah.
Garrett. So now the Rams is out of the conversation. So now all I can see is the Philadelphia Eagles, and we did get Jonathan Grenard. So that's the only part that messes with my mind. Is how do we get Max Crosby and Jonathan Grenard, and then be able to extend Jalen Carter to a contract that's going to be the best. He's going to have the highest. He's going to be the highest paid D tackle. So that's the only thing that confuses me. But that's not my job. That's Howie's job. So I'm gonna let Howie do his thing. I'm gonna let Howie. Gonna get first. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to reconstruct that contract for sure. We're gonna definitely have to reconstruct that contract.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He got a 3 year deal worth uh, almost $107 million that extended to 2029. So yeah, he definitely is right about that. we definitely gonna have to extend that. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, let me tell you this. I pray, brother. I pray, brother, that this man behind me comes to Philadelphia. You know how many stories that this man has talked about coming to Philadelphia and how much he wished plays around that atmosphere. You had this man with Jordan Davis, with Jalen Carter, and Jonathan Get and Jonathan. This is going to be a problem. And on top of all that, I think with everything that's going on with Philadelphia, right? The changes and all that type of stuff. For real, their defense is young. They're fresh. They're new. You talk about Jordan Davis, he's not going nowhere. You talk about Jalen Carter, he's not going nowhere. You talk about Dallas Hunt, he's not going nowhere. Uh, Campbell might probably not going to go nowhere. You got Cooper, you got Mitchell. You basically got most of the majority of your defense intact. Your future is in great shape. So they will always be contenders. I feel like that the Eagles will always be contenders for probably the next 4 to 8 years. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But if but it's all about the mindset of Howie Roseman. If he wants to be aggressive because he's been trying to get Miles Garrett and he
Hmm.
failed, and the team that he despised or we despise, which is the Rams, got him. Um, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You got an opportunity to get Max Crosby, you go ahead and grab him. Period. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If anybody can fix it, it's Vic Fangio. He'll figure it out. And I think 9 out of 10, if he wound up do getting traded to Philly or something like that, Nolan Smith is probably going to leave. And so one of those guys going to make a sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think not just Nolan Smith though. I think it would be Nolan Smith and Jalen Hunt because
Damn.
that's who was going to be in the trade package from Miles Garrett. I mean, it could be less now because
No, Jordan Davis was part of the bet with the package deal too. Was he? Or no?
nah,
Oh, he wasn't? Oh, I thought he was. Oh, I
nah,
thought he
I'm talking
was.
about what we was trying to give them.
Yeah,
We was
from
trying to give them yeah, nah. We was trying to give them Nolan Smith and Jalen Hunt, and then for the first round picks.
and they wanted okay. But they wanted Carter.
Yeah, they wanted Carter.
Oh, yeah, they was smoking. There was no way they was going to let go of Carter. No way. But I,
Yeah, no, Joe. I would keep me personally. I would keep Hunt too because I think Hunt got a bright future. But I think that's what they if if the Raiders want players, they're gonna want Hunt and Nolan Smith.
I ain't gonna lie. I think after what happened with Max Crosby with the Ravens, they can't really make a demand like that like they was before. Like they can't have a crazy ask for a crazy package deal because of what happened with him before. Now, do I like for example like the two first round picks? That's not going to happen. Nobody's going to give the Raiders the two first round picks. Do they going to give him a first round pick? Yeah, I do believe that Howie probably going to give him a first round pick of next year, probably with the pick that they got from AJ Brown or something like that. You know what I mean? Get another probably two third round pick and a fifth round pick and probably Nolan Smith or something like that. I think if they able to keep Jalen Hunt, that would be phenomenal. Uh, but I mean, Philly got the assets. Philly's the only team that got the assets and they got the money too. Because you let go of AJ Brown and you just added on $50 million onto your salary cap already. So if I'm talking about now and winning now, you know what I mean? And they do got a great squad and they can win. And according to training camp, they said that defense is going to be looking dangerous. And you add Max Crosby, it's going to get even dangerous. There you are. Tell me. And so like like that, right? But yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean. But still, so uh, I do believe that Max Crosby's gonna get traded though. I do believe he's gonna get traded. Um, yeah, if he falls in Philadelphia's lap, that's gonna be one heck of a response from Howie Roseman. Now question: do you feel like that he's gonna get traded?
Yeah, no, I said the only team I can see him getting traded to though is the Eagles. I can't see any other team pulling that plug
No, but I'm
besides
saying,
the teams that already.
no, I'm saying in general. Do you feel like that he's going to get traded?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying in
Oh,
general.
okay.
I think he's going to get traded to the Eagles, brother. There's no other team that he can get traded to. I said the only teams that was in contention to me was is us, the Ravens, and the Rams, and possibly the Bengals. Those the only
And the
teams I thought was in contention. You said who?
and the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the 49ers.
Oh,
Really.
yeah, never mind. They got enough squad, enough other people. They
Yeah.
got Fred Warner. I forgot. Yeah,
And do they still got is Nick Bosa still over there or no?
Nick Bosa. No,
Yeah.
no, no. Yeah, he not there no more. So after all this though, you really feel like that Max Crosby gonna be an Eagle before the season starts?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do. My Nick Bosa is still on the 49ers.
Oh, he's still there? I thought he left.
Yeah, you might think about Joey Bosa.
Yo, man. So yeah, you feel like that he's gonna leave before the season's up. I do feel like that. I think they're probably waiting for him, to get healthier, more healthier, and stuff like that. And stuff like you know what I mean. But yeah, man, that'll be insane, man. If he come to Philly, man, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
And Sean call it. Sean call it. Prophecy Sean. He said he going to Philly. He said he gonna get traded and come to Philly. I want it to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen. I do believe he's going to get traded. I just don't know where. But Sean said Philly. What y'all guys think?
No, it's
Is
gonna be Philly.
it's going to be Philly?
It's gonna be
Okay.
Philly.
It's going to be Philly. Philly, dilly dilly.
Hmm.
You feel me? So if that's the case, let us know what y'all comment y'all below and think how y'all feel about Max Crosby and stirring up trade rumors and all that type of stuff. And where do you think that Max Crosby is gonna wind up going? You think he's gonna stay as a Raider or he's going to leave or he's gonna be at what Sean said, a Philadelphia Eagle. And not to mention stuff that he posts, sidebar, Max Crosby posts, all he does is post birds.
Yeah. He keep posting the Eagle. That's all he posts.
He manifested it. I'm telling you that right now. It shall come to pass.
Hmm.
It shall, bro.
They got to. They got to.
It got to. It got to.
Get your jersey. Get your jersey ready.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you this. When
I mean,
he come,
he
I'm definitely buying
not, not
crazy.
he might not get 98 though, but get that
Yeah,
jersey
he ain't
ready.
gonna be 98. Yeah, he ain't gonna be 98. He'll probably get 95 or something like that. 99 or
Yeah.
93 or yeah, somewhere in the 90s. I think he's gonna get somewhere in the 90s, but yeah, he's not getting
Yeah.
98. But yeah, but that's Carter. That's the man. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, bro.
I mean, unless Carter would just decide to change his jersey number, because
Um,
in college, Jalen Carter did wear 88, but I mean, he can't get that number right now anyway because of dollars.
uh, got her. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But
So
yeah,
I mean,
in college,
if Crosby,
88.
yeah, if Crosby come, I'm definitely buying that jersey, no
Yeah, I
doubt.
think he's
I'm
gonna get like 90. Yeah.
99. Think
Yeah.
so. I be looking good on him on 99 with the Kelly Green. Lord have mercy, bro. If that happened, bro, I'm like, woo, woo. That's good, man. We about to have a live show right then and there. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah. But it's crazy because I do feel like something big is coming for Philly though, and Sean already
yeah.
calling this. Max Crosby. We'll see if he's right though. I pray to God that he's right. But I do got a feeling that Philly is going to do something big though, no doubt about it. And so he said he ain't that number retired.
That
Oh,
probably is. You're right now,
Reggie,
man. Nah, bro,
Reggie,
you
that's
right. Well, Max
Reggie.
Crosby might have to just get number three. He might just have to get number three. He might not be able to get no 90 number.
You can't get 90, number 90. Who wear
That's
number
Jordan
90?
Davis.
93.
Um, he might be able to get 93, but I feel like that's somebody's number.
I mean, it was Mitchell. It was Mitchell. What it was when he left.
You said Mitchell? What Mitchell?
He get 95. Who wear 95?
Hold on, I'm about to look at the roster now. Um, let's see. Starting at the 90s. 90 is Jordan Davis. 93 is Bernard.
Oh yeah.
93 is Bernard. 94 is Byron Young. 95 is Ty Robinson. 96 is Gabe Hall. 97 is Ajomo. And then 98 is Carter.
Mm. Man, yeah, cause then oh yeah, that's right. Who got zero?
Number 0 is Hollywood.
That's right. Well, yeah, I think he'll probably get like a 50 or a 60 or something like
No,
that.
I say he might get number 3.
Number three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take Nolan number.
look, I don't care. I'm grabbing.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, me and you want to start grabbing that joint. Real rap.
Yeah.
Real rap. But but let us know what y'all think about Max Crosby. I really feel like a big splash is gonna happen with the Eagles. I don't know if it's Max Crosby or not, but Sean said he already claiming it that Max Crosby is gonna be a Philadelphia Eagle. Let us know what y'all comment below on how y'all feel about it, and do you think that it's
Yes, sir.
gonna happen?
Also before Jerome Brown was number 99, bro. So yeah, you was right. That's retired.
Uh, yeah, yeah, you're right. Tragedy. Man, he would have looked good in that '99. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Hmm.
Man, come on. This one. Woo! Oh, have mercy. I'm going to be shouting to the mountaintops. I ain't gonna lie to you. I say we going back to the bowl. We going back to the bowl, bro. I don't give a
Nah.
I don't give a damn about Miles Garrett.
Yeah, nah, we go back to the bowl. We get them for sure. I mean, I think
That's a
it's still a
guarantee, bro.
possibility to go to the bowl.
Yeah, yeah. I still believe they got enough talent to go down there right now. Like you know, and I think that
Yeah,
Jonathan definitely put them at the top. But if you put Crosby, man, that's the cherry on top of the top, top, top. That's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. But that's all the topics for today, y'all. We appreciate everybody that came in on the live, came on the love, support. Was having a great conversation. We had a phenomenal show today. Thank y'all for your time and always coming to support us and taking y'all time out of y'all day to come hanging out with us and joining us and always supporting and being there with us. We don't take that for granted or take that lightly. And um, next show gonna be Wednesday, same place, same time. You know, and you already know what it is. Sean, you want to say something before we get on out of here?
I feel like today was a good show. I mean, just stay tuned. Stay tuned to what's going on in the sports world because we gonna give you the news. We're here to break everything down for y'all, give y'all everything y'all want to know. So yeah, keep watching.
Absolutely. And don't forget next week we're gonna be uh on live Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Is that right? Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Tuesday is gonna be the NBA special. Uh, only first round. We're gonna be live on first round. The only first round. So uh we're gonna let y'all know ahead of time during the weekend and stuff like that to give y'all a reminder and everything like that. But yeah, we're gonna be live next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. But we'll see y'all on Wednesday. We thank y'all for tuning in and enjoy y'all rest of the Monday. Have a great day. Be safe. Take care. God bless y'all. And this what's the word sports podcast. This your boy Manny.
It's your boy Sean.
And you already know what this is. This take care. Be easy. Stay healthy. Stay blessed. Take care, y'all. Be safe.